Okay, so 2 minutes left. I think we will start. Good morning again to our webinar for today. SNH Titan Desktop, the most important functions. So we, Benno Krause and I, we are pleased to introduce you today to our webinar. We are joined in this webinar by Bianca. Bianca is responsible for partner and sales. And if you have questions, she will also support us by answering these questions. So yes, maybe first a short introduction. In the last 2 years, we thought about that we have to change something to our current version, the SNH Classic, and we decided to start a complete new development of a complete overworked version, and we named it Titan. And this is what we, I think, mostly use for now, the words SNH Titan. And yeah, to the 1st of July, we launched our Titan Desktop version. And in the future, we will also launch a Titan Enterprise solution. I think we will do another webinar to the Enterprise to show you the possibilities and the differences between the two versions, the desktop and the enterprise solution. A lot of things between the two versions, the classic, the formerly social network harvester, and now the SNH Titan has changed. And in this webinar, we would like to show you what we have reworked and listen to our customer base and include this in the new version. And there's a lot more to come. This is maybe a short look in the future. So you will find from month to month and day to day, maybe from week to week, updates in the Titan Desktop version with new functionalities and features. And so, yeah, you will see in this webinar what we have done in the last 2 years. And so, but before we start with our live demo, I will show and explain you a little bit what is behind the front end. And one of the biggest issues we heard is when I start crawling my data, to start to collect the data, it's not possible to work in this time. So I have to wait until the social network harvester software is has finished the collection of data, and then I can go on and start with the analysis of the data and start by preparing my reports or preparing a portable case or stuff like this. So with the SNH Titan, we changed the system and we developed a new system. And this is the SNH Titan runner system. And with a few slides, I would like to explain you how this runner system works for us and for you. And to say this in a few simple words, from now on with the SNH Titan, you don't have to wait for the collection of data. Our runner system is doing this for you in the background. And now you are able to work on your still collected cases or still collected data in this case. And you can go on analyzing and you get short messages. Then I will show you this in the live when some collection has finished, and then you has still the live data set where you can go on. So as you normally at your work, you have a lot of things to do, and let's say you have a case, and in this case you have a target profile or different target profiles, and this target profile has accounts in Facebook, in Instagram, and here you see also V-Kontakte. This is the Russian Facebook. And maybe you need also different things from the different networks. So maybe the first thing here is you need the complete timeline of the profile. The second Facebook sheet is you need maybe the complete friends of the target profile, and so on and so on. So you have a list what you have to do, and in the classic version you have to do this step by step, or you can use the workflow functionality. And now you put this like in the workflow in the classic version in a list, and behind this there's a functionality. We have 3 runners in the Desktop Plus version. In the desktop version, in the normal version, we only have 1 runner, but here we would like to show you this with 3 runners so that it gets a little bit more clear what happens. So you see we have put all your tasks in a list, like a task list. You notice like a to-do list or whatever. And this is a to-do list for the SNH Titan Desktop. So normally you would start with the first sheet, then you took the second, and so on and so on. And this is also what the Titan Desktop does. He starts to sort these tasks step by step into the different runner systems. The runner systems are our collection systems. This system is prepared by adding your avatars, so your sock puppet accounts. For investigation, this is what also not changed in the SNH Titan version. You need your own accounts, so you have to bring your own accounts with you, your sock puppet accounts, and have to add it into the profile management. And then the runner get the task of Facebook or VK or Instagram, and the runner chooses the different accounts. You give them in the profile manager, and you decide which account is used for this data collection, and then the runner starts collecting this data. After the jobs are finished, the runner systems will get new jobs. Still, the queue is empty, and then they stop working and wait for new jobs. So you see, you don't have to wait like in the classic version. Still a job is done. Here, maybe the second task is a faster task, and then the next task will be added to this runner, and the other runners are still working. And so it's no linear, it's more runner to runner, and it depends on how long the job is the runner has to do. So yes, this is maybe the short summary I still mentioned at the beginning. We have the 2 versions of this product at the moment. This is the SNH Titan Desktop with 1 runner. So it's linear job by job working, and the SNH Titan Desktop Plus with 3 runners. And so this is more like what I showed you in the presentation, that the 3 runner systems are working differently to each other. And so the data collection will be much faster than only with 1 runner. Maybe a short view in the future with the enterprise system, it will be possible to add about 20 or more runners to the system. And so you can think, if you are using the enterprise solution with different team members or different people in your police department or units where you work, so it will be much faster, and I think you will get a free fast slot for your data collection on every time. So yes, so that's for me for the moment, and I hand over to Benno, and he will start with the live demo. Thanks.
Yes, thank you, Eric. Also from my side, a warm welcome to our webinar. We enjoy every opportunity to interact directly with our customers and the, let's say, extended SNH family. Yes, we will come to a small live demo now, and at first I will introduce you to the new storage data model. Then we will perform together a data collection from our Facebook profile page. And we will perform a username collection, a user collection across multiple networks. This is a new function for the SNH Titan. While the data collection is running, I will give you a brief insight into possibilities of data analysis and investigations. Finally, I'll hand back to Eric, and he will show you some examples of visual data analysis and reporting. And generally, please feel free to ask questions in the chat. Just insert your question, and if it's possible, we will answer the questions during this webinar. If it's not possible, we will give you all the answers afterwards. Then let's try to share my screen. Eric, same question as every day. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's here. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You see, this is the new SNH Desktop version in the Plus version. Here we have installed the SNH Desktop Plus, the SNH Desktop with 3 runners. Basically, there's no visual. You cannot see this difference visually. The basic system is the same. All analytic systems are the same. They're just 2 more runners in the backend. What you also see here is a project page. In the SNH Classic, you have for every case 1 case file. Basically, it was an SQLite, a zipped SQLite file with all media files. In the SNH Titan, we have a complete database locally stored on your device with different projects. And every project can contain multiple target profiles, multiple data collections, also for multiple networks in parallel. So there's no more the restriction that you can just collect data from one network. You can collect data over multiple networks in parallel and store them together in one project. Here you can see I have one single project in my project database. The biker case, we will take a look in a few minutes inside the data. And now I will generate a new project file, a new project in my system. Therefore, I just click on Create Project and enter a project name. Let's say, don't press on Alt. Where it is. It's gone with the wind. To restart. No live demo without any errors. So again, create project. Webinar test. Case name is also test. And then I can create a project. And if I return to my project overview, you see there's a biker case you already mentioned, and there's a new project webinar test. And I create another one because we want to perform 2 different data collections afterwards. And I will create another project, webinar name collection. The case name is test names. And if I return to my project page, I can always return with a little icon on the top left. you can see there are now 3 different projects. And I can now create data collections across all these projects. There's one main difference between the SNH Classic and the SNH Titan. There's no more integrated browser inside the SNH Titan. The SNH Classic contained a browser. You was able to use a browser to browse through the social networks, to import your sock puppet accounts and to collect data. A lot of customers wanted to use their browser add-ons for browsing inside the social networks, and this wasn't possible with the SNH Classic. For the SNH Titan, we use your normal browsers to browse through the networks, and in your normal browser you can use your browser add-ons. We realized this by using our own browser add-on. You see, this is a normal Firefox browser. It's I could use also the Chrome or the Edge browser. And I already opened our freezing data company page. And now I want to start a data collection from this company page. And you see, here is the add-on page from Mozilla Firefox. And if I search for add-ons and insert SNH into the search mask, you can see there is the SNH Titan browser extension. This extension can be installed, and this is the functionality of the extension is to detect collectible social network pages and to send these pages to your SNH Titan installation. There's no connection to our servers by this add-on. It's just on your system. So no data acquiring by us or other partners. You can set this add-on active or inactive. I once again turn it off, and you can see this is a normal Facebook page here with the normal content. And if I turn the add-on on, you can scroll a little bit. You can see on the lower left, there is a hint that the SNH browser add-on is active. And on the right side, there appears a small icon that this viewable page is collectible. Also, if I scroll down, you see postings with a green border around it and a small disk symbol on the right of them. This means you can collect this single posting by using the SNH Titan. For this live demo, we will save all postings from the SNH, from the freezing data Facebook page, and we will collect the screenshots, the complete screenshot of the Facebook page. Therefore, I click on the right icon and I select my desired collection methods. The page screenshot, I don't want to collect friends. There are no friends at the Facebook page, they are just followers. Then I want to collect the complete timeline. That means every single posting itself is stored in our database, but for reasons, because it needs too much time, I don't want to save reactions or comments. I also don't want to collect all the media and the photo albums of the Facebook page. So I selected take full page screenshot and save timeline. And now I can say send task to the SNH Titan. And you see the SNH Titan appears here. At first, I collect the desired project I want to store the data in. And this is a webinar test project. Then I collect my sock puppet accounts. Let's say this. The data collection methods I already gave in the browser add-on are displayed here also. And then I have just clicked to send task to runner, and the SNH will start to collect the data. And this is the second main difference between the SNH Classic and the SNH Titan. In the SNH Classic, you had to wait until the data collection is finished. In the SNH Titan, you can work. Now you can do your data analysis, or you can create another collection task while the data is collecting. You see the data collecting on the top right. There's this little indicator that a task is running. And if you open this indicator, you see there are some tasks running, save timeline and save profile. And I can also take a deeper look into the task. And you see here, I will make it a little bit bigger for your eyes. You see here the different tasks and a small screenshot what is happening at the browser, which is remote controlled by the SNH. So the second collection method I want to show you is the collection of multiple profiles across multiple networks. Therefore, I use my previously created project webinar name collection and start a collection from the SNH Titan. Now I don't use the browser add-on, I will use the Titan. Therefore, I click on the left side on collect. And you see here, there's basically the same collection method like in the browser add-on. You can also insert your target profile, the URL of your target profile here, and start here all collection methods. But on the top, you see there are two different tabs. Task creation. This is what we have done by using the add-on. And here's also the new functionality name search. Name search is basically this. The SNH searches for a name inside the 5 social networks which are displayed on the right. And the search results the networks are presenting were directly stored inside the database of the project you opened currently. Let's say I search for my name, Benno Krause. Then I say search on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Twitter, I have to say X, I think. X for the future. Twetex, Twitter X, I don't know. And this is everything. I just have to click send task to the runner. And then if I again open my tasks, you see there are a lot of profile search tasks which are performing additionally to the recently added save profile tasks. You also see there are 3 different tasks which are performing in parallel. This is just the case if you are using the SNH Desktop Plus. If you're using SNH Desktop without Plus, there's just one task running in parallel. Sequentially, the task list is worked then. SNH Plus, Desktop Plus is faster than the SNH Desktop if you need to collect a lot of data. Okay. While the data collection is running, I will show you a little bit investigation inside the data I've already collected before. Therefore, I created a case with different target profiles. Target profiles are the profiles you have selected to collect data from. In this case, I collected data from multiple Bandidos pages. Most of them came from the US. And I collected data from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube profiles. For the SNH Titan, we decided to change a little bit the way you investigate with your data. In the SNH Classic, you just had the Profile Explorer, the Media Explorer, so you can take a view into all collected items and you could filter the items. In the Titan, these items are more sorted and are related to target profiles. I will show you this as an example. Let's switch to the new dashboard. In the new dashboard, you see on the left side, there are all of the collected Bandidos pages I already stored in the database. If I want to start an investigation into an analysis into the Bandidos Southside H-Town Instagram page, I just have to click on it, and the SNH Titan shows you a brief overview about all the data which is collected in the database. You can see the small statistics on the top. There are 44 postings. There are some comments, over 1,000 reactions, and everything what you are seeing here is completely offline in your database. It's not a live view of the profile. It's completely offline. Then you can look into a visual part of the statistics. You can, let's say, if you want to view in which month the profile owner posted their postings, then you can say, I don't want to see comments, I just want to see posting, and the dashboard is live filtering the statistics for you. The same for the year statistics and the daily statistics, and so you can dive into the data and have a brief overview about the statistical data. On the end of the first page of the dashboard, there are all connected users and all of the top postings visible. Top connected user means a user is connected to this target profile if he reacts to a posting with a like or a laugh or whatever he can do, or he comments to the posting, or he is a friend or follower or following of the target profile. And the SNH counts all these connections and perform a ranking about all the connected users. And so I can see the Bandido LSY user is the most connected user, perhaps the most important user for the Bandido Southside H-Town profile. The same with the top postings. These is ranked by the amount of given comments. If you want to see what the posting looked like before, you can click on the small information symbol, and now the sidebars is appearing, and you can view the small screenshot of the profile of the posting. What you see is what you get screenshot, and every posting is stored in two different ways. There's a screenshot, and the content is also stored separately. All text content is stored as text. So if you need just the visible part, you can export this visible part to your file. If you need just the data and you want to analyze just the data, you can also do this. The new dashboard also contains a lot of listings. So you can say, I want to view all connected users to this profile. Once again, connection means reaction or comment or friendship. And so I have a list with all this data, and if I click on one of them, I have a small error. It's not a problem. And behind the error, you see there opens the sidebar. Let's return to the statistic. I think we fixed this error already, but the version I used for presentation is the version of 2 weeks ago. And in general, if you see errors and or your customer sees errors, just contact us and we will try to fix the errors as soon as possible. So just again, we want to view all connected users. And I open this Jason Gibbs or this Travis Eschberger, and you see on the right side appears a brief overview about the profile and his metadata. And so you can also go view all postings of the Bandidos H-Town profile or all comments he himself gave. One special thing is the possibility to view locations of this profile. And if I say I want to view all the location, the Bandidos Southside H-Town postings contained, then I click on locations visited by the user, and this is just one location, and then I can dive into the map data and filter inside the map data. I will show you in a few minutes that you can display all the location of all target profiles together. The last thing I want to show you inside the dashboard is a full page capture. You remember we started the Save Profile collection of the freezing data page, and I selected Take Full Page Screenshot option. And I also did this during the collection of the Bandidos Southside H-Town profile. And to view inside the page capture, I have just clicked on full page capture, and you see there's a complete capture of the complete profile. And this you can export to PDF or to PNG or whatever you want. So every data is basically stored in 3 ways: the complete profile overview, every posting is stored singly as screenshot, and every content on every posting with every comment is also stored as data in the database. Like the SNH Titan, we also have the different explorers, so you can take a look into all profiles, even it's not a target profile. You can also take a look in all posting. In the SNH Classic profile, the profile icon called Data Explorer. Then we had the Posting Explorer, the Media Explorer, and so on. In the SNH Titan, it's basically the same. The name is a little bit different. But you can see, if I click on profiles, you see all the 8,449 profiles I collected during data collection of the 6 target profiles. These profiles can be the target profiles you see here. These are the target profiles. This can also be all the commenters and reaction givers of the target profiles and their postings. You can also see not like the SNH Classic, where just one social network can be stored inside the case. Here, the profiles appears across all the networks in one table. That makes it possible to take a look which profile of which social network belongs to the same real person. And just give me a second to open my notes. And I will search for one special person, for Amber Patterson. I will search for Amber Patterson. Amber Patterson. And you see, there is an Amber Patterson here, and there is an Amber Patterson on Facebook. This is a Facebook profile, and this is an Instagram profile. And I want to store them as one identity. I want to show the SNH Titan these two profiles belongs to the same real person. And this is now possible. I select them. And then I can use this toolkit here and create a new account linking. Account linking means these profiles are stored as one identity inside the database. In this case, these are two profiles, but you can also add 3, 4, 5, or 20 profiles inside one account linking. Now I click on Create Account Linking, and you see this gray border appears around these two profiles. I will do the same with another person, and Fleming. These are two profiles from Twitter with the same name, and we guess that these are the same, that these profiles belong to the same person. This is just a guess. You need to investigate in all the content of these profiles to determine that it's really the case. For the future, we will add a kind of proposal of the SNH Titan. The SNH will give you a proposal which profiles maybe belong together. And you can say yes or no, and then it's a half automatic way to create these account linkings. On the left side, you see there are several filter possibilities to filter the data on the right side. Let's say I want to see all profiles. Then I have to delete my search. And on the top, there are the two account linkings, and below them, all the profiles appears. If I just want to see all Facebook profiles, I can open the Facebook tree and click on all Facebook profiles. I can also say all Facebook profiles which belongs or which are collected during the collection of Bandidos ATC. So you can filter through the data more granular than it was possible in the SNH Classic. The same filtering methods can be used by the Posting Explorer. You see there's the same tree on the left side, and if you want to see all Instagram postings, you can click on all Instagram posting, and the Explorer filters those postings. If I want to take a look inside the posting, I can click on the row, and the same sidebar you mentioned before inside the user dashboard appears on the right side. So you can also click on the screenshot. You can also click on each media item here. In this posting, the poster added 2 different media items, and the SNH collected all of them. In Instagram, you basically had to click on the little arrow to view all of the postings. Here, all images are collected together. If there's a video file, you can also take a look inside the video file, and the SNH plays the video inside its user interface. You are also able to export and extract all the media files into your file system, all the posting files into your file system, to work with other tools with this data. Let's say you want to perform face recognition, and you can export all the files and do your face recognition with your preferred tool. For the future, we think about to integrate such methods inside the SNH Titan. Perhaps in 2024, we will do a proof of concept to integrate this kind of AI things. There's also the Media Explorer. It's basically the same like the Posting Explorer, just for media files. The same with Chat and Comment Explorers. The Comment Explorer is new. In the SNH Classic, you were not able to search through all the comments. This is possible in the SNH Titan. These 2,700 comments are collected during the complete collection process of all of the target profiles. But I want to show you the location tabs. I showed you the map already inside the user dashboard, but this map is a little bit different because you can see all locations of all target profiles together. Here you can see a little filter possibility of, you can, let's say you don't want to see Bandidos Las Vegas page, then you can click on, if you want to see them, then you click on it, and the little markers are marked in the map. If you just want to see them, you can click on view. On the lower side of the page, you can see a timeline, so you can filter the visible items by time. And if you want, let's say, just visualize all the locations the person posted during 2021, then it's possible to do this with this map view. You can also do the same things like in the Explorers before. If you just want to see all locations during the collection of Facebook profiles, you can filter for Facebook. So it's basically the same. There are different export functionalities for all of the Explorers. Here in the Locations Explorer, you can export to CSV, to XLS, and also to KML. That's a basic, a standard export format for geolocation data. And the same for profiles. Once again, this ugly error. But you can see here, there's also the functionality to download it as CSV or XLS. And the great reporting functionalities, Eric will show you in a second. But now we started some data collections before, and I want to show you if the data collection is working properly, and all the data is stored in our database. Therefore, I go back to my project, and you see the webinar test changed a little bit. It's not more, there's a target profile inside the webinar test, and you see the network indicator says there is data from Facebook collected in this project. And that's correct because I just download all postings from our Facebook freezing data page. Now I click on the webinar test, and you see I have just one target profile, my freezing data profile, and I can go to the dashboard and take a look inside all the data of our profile, and you see there are 123 postings. And you also see that we began to post mostly after February 2022, and you see our multimedia appearance wasn't so good before. If we go to postings, you see the same thing you saw before. It's the collected data from the motor gangs. If I click on one posting, you can take a view inside the screenshots, and you can also copy the text content or export the text content. Let's take a look if the screenshot works properly. I clicked on full page screenshot. It needs a little bit more time because there are a lot of postings, but you can scroll through all the postings and everything is offline on your device. So the collection worked. Let's take a look inside the webinar name collection. Remember, here I searched all the networks for my name, for Benno Krause, and I collected all the searching results inside the database. And if I click on profiles, you can see there are search results from 4 of the 5 social networks, and all the search results are stored with their profiles inside the database. And now I can go on with my investigations. I can collect additional data to the search results. I can filter the search results. I can export them if I just need this data, and so on. These data are securely stored in your database, even if one person deletes its profile live in a social network. You have all the content on your device. And if you are an investigator for law enforcement, now you can use this data to create a Facebook record request or Instagram request to start to collect official data from the social networks. Okay, let's take a look to the questions. Eric, are there any questions until now?
Yeah, just one, but we still answered this. It was a question because depending on how many browsers we currently support, and this is maybe here for the audience again. It's we support Chrome, Firefox, and Edge, and Edge is in the beta, so we're still on getting more information from Microsoft to get this into their shop, their add-on system, because it's a little bit more difficult by adding this to Microsoft.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you, Eric. Then I handle back to you to show us a little bit about data analysis and reporting.
Okay. Okay, I hope you can see now my screen.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Benno showed you our new dashboard functionalities from the target profiles and the Explorer system like we have before in our classic version, with more functionalities, more sorting functionalities, and so on. And also the new collection part where you can add your URL, so you don't need the browser. If you had a URL list, you can also add this list and collect the data. After this collection, So like in the case with the Bandidos, you can use our analytics platform. In the SNH Titan, we combined our former network analysis with the analytics. And this is how it looks like. So if you click on analytics, the platform normally loads all the analytics in this. You've seen it on the screen before, but I don't know what's now going on. Oh, it's still slow at the moment. Okay, now it worked. So sorry for that. A lot of stuff working during the webinar, the webcam and the software for webinar. And so this is if you do it locally. This is Benno did it with a remote desktop session, so it was not that slow like here. So in a few minutes, maybe in a few hours, I think you have enough time brought with you for today. You will see what it's generating in the analytics with our graph. So here you see we have two different areas. We have on the left side how you can initialize your workspace so you can load target profiles like we had before in analytics, or you can load all profiles like we had in the network analysis. And I prepared two different analytics sessions here, cases. One is a network analysis. This is why it takes this time, because it's the first case and then it starts with the first case. And here you see some yellow dots. And I try to get smart in it. Here we go on the left side. We have some physics, and what you here see is you can start the physics. Then the graph will arrange the dots in the best position to each other. And here you can expand the node distance or decrease the node distance. You also can load the target profiles to get it, or load all profiles for the visualization mode. So if you do this with the target profiles, these profiles will get highlighted, and you can calculate the size of the nodes all equally, or depending on the betweennesses. These betweennesses and closenesses are algorithms used in the network analysis, and we integrate this into our system. So on the right side, you will see the graph, and depending how big your display is, you can get this bigger and can go deeper on it. Hopefully it works. We now have also a 3D version of this graph model to maybe get a better view of it. So here you see these are four different types of graphs, and people are connected to each other. You can dive in and see how they are connected. Maybe this brings you more insights in your investigation. Otherwise, you can disable 3D and go on with the normal work. So here you see in this graph, I hope you can see it good. You see the Bandidos Las Vegas and you see the Bandidos ATC and how they are connected to each other. So there are some dots yellow and some dots blue. And the blue one depends more to the Bandidos ATC, and the yellow one are calculated more to the Bandidos Las Vegas, but both of them are connected to both, I think it was Facebook pages of the Bandidos. And so you can see it like before in the network analysis, and see how they are connected to each other. You see the connected points. You see maybe also some points there are, yeah, more look like lonesome at the outside. So maybe this is also nice to know. So if there's maybe one person outside a big network and he's the only connection to a main point like here, so maybe this person behind the big point is the right person where you have to look at. And this is what you see in a graph view and in an analytics view where to go on in your investigation. So just go in this. And as Benno showed you, but I'm not sure if this is shown here also, I also connected different entities to the same real life person. And so this is normally shown here, but I don't know why it's not connected. So normally you get an interconnection between the different networks, and then you see how they're interconnected between the social media platforms. So you see the Twitter account is connected to the Facebook account or the Instagram account. The next one is we go through the advanced view. We have the simple view. Still done on the advanced view is the analytics, like maybe you noticed before in the classic version. So these are the steps we have simplified in the simple view. That's why it's called simple view. And if you would like to go deeper in the analytics, you can use this view. And here you have more possibilities like a collision with the physics control. You can decide the different lengths and strengths. You also can select the data, what you would like to see. You can select the networks, the minimum of the edges, the profile pictures. So this is when we go in this, and I decide to show the notes, but this was maybe not a good idea because of the huge range of the nodes. Still calculating, because now every dot will be inserted if it's collected with the profile picture. Here you see they getting in step by step. And so maybe you see, depending on a picture, oh, I know this person, and oh, it's connected to this person in the graph. So it makes sometimes your investigation also much easier if you have a look on the profile pictures. I also have arranged another network view, and this is what we has formerly shown in the classic version in analytics. And this is if you go and start your investigation from a single point. And so it's like here, I stopped the physics, so it's easier. I started with Alan on this view. This is Alan versus Bandidos. And I also added the Bandidos Southside H-Town and the Bandidos Las Vegas. And then I asked the system, how are they three interconnected to each other? And then, like you see here, maybe I sort it a little bit. So that's what you can do on every graph. You can sort it by your own. And you see that the Bandidos posted is the author of a post. And Alan commented this post on Instagram. And Alan is also a follower of the Bandidos Southside H-Town site. He's also a follower of the Bandidos site. And if you wait for a second, you see his follower, and he gives one comment. And in total, there are two connections from Bandidos Las Vegas to Alan. And so you can go on. If you click on the right mouse click, you can also expand all his friends. You can expand all connected profiles. So if I click on this, well, nothing else happened, but so I just delete the Bandidos. So you see, you can arrange this also in this way, that you can delete points you don't need, other items which are not necessary for your further investigation. You can delete it in this way. So we do it again with the right mouse click, and we said expand all connected profiles. And then you see here are the Bandidos Las Vegas and Southside's H-Town are now back in this graph. And there are a lot of more functionalities what you can expand. You only can expand things you still have collected before. That's the point you have to know and to think about before. So if there is no postings from this author, but you think, hey, he's maybe another good guy, and I need him for getting a target profile, then you can add him as a target profile and maybe start collecting from this point on the postings and all the media items to this. So this is analytics in a nutshell. Normally we have a one-day training to get deeper into all the analytic stuff and the reporting. So reporting is a good thing. And the last one I would like to show, we have the also a reporting module integrated in the Titan, and is still similar like the reporting module in the classic version. And here you see you can create different reports to one case. So this is also good if you think about the later launched enterprise release. So different people can write their own reports, and you can have a look at these reports. But also here, I named a report Bandidos Connections in Social Media. And if you click on it, the report open, but this is the report builder here. It's not the final report. I put a headline on it. You have the possibilities to add the case ID, the author, the agency, and the date. And you have the possibility to build some different chapters or sections. And here you see I have a first section, and I have a section 2, important postings. And you see in this view, there are two widgets in this. What are the widgets? Widgets you see on the right side. You can go and add in the different explorers or also in the profiles view, and say, okay, please add this profile to the report builder. And then these items were collected on the right side. And if we go inside and click on it, you see that we have added here a profile Bandido Cage and also a profile Bandido Cage in Facebook. And here we can have a look deeper in this. We can change or add something to the title. We can add a text on it. We can print the user notes. Maybe you had taken some notes on this profile, and so on and so on. And you see you have a lot of possibilities to add or to deselect, to not be added in the report. The second section in my case here are the postings or the media items. And here you can see, this is the preview of the picture. You can give them a title, maybe a description, what you see at this picture or what is important on this. Then you can say, okay, if you have tagged this, we have a integrated tagging system now. And then you can say, okay, please print all the included reactions, or you can deselect it also with the comments and so on and so on. And so you can build your own reports. Maybe I show you, you can click and hold and go into the different sections, and then you can put it into this first section. And so now I have a double account on it, but it's just for demonstration purpose. If you're not, you don't want it, you can remove it, and you can multi-select these available widgets to maybe different sections. After this, you can say, okay, I would like to save it. This is the first thing. You can save your reports with the autosave possibility, and you can say, okay, please generate me a PDF document. I've done this before, and so here's a few to the report. Here you see a logo. This is a design we choose, but if you need another one, we can talk about this. You see what the report is about and the date. Then you see first section with the profiles and the notes. I didn't took any notes to this, but normally you can see this. Here's different tags and pictures. If you would like to see this, you see the URL and so on and so on. And so you get a complete report with comments and also reactions from the different users. And you can generate this how you would like to your needs. So yes, I think this is for the moment with the reporting. Maybe one thing I'm not sure if Benno told you, we had the portable case in our SNH Classic version, and we still have integrated the portable case also in the Social Network Harvester Titan Desktop version, and we will also still have integrated this in the enterprise solution. So yes, I think from my side, I've shown you in a short. And if you have some questions, please feel free to ask them now. And if you have some questions, you can also send us after the webinar an email to sales@freezingdata.de, or if you have some support questions like technical questions, you can send us an email to support@freezingdata.de, and we will answer this in short time.
Eric, we have a question. One question is we should show how to insert a sock puppet account. I think I can show the beginning. I have no sock puppet account now available to add additionally, but I can show you how to perform such things. Let me share my screen for you. Now you should see my screen, Eric. Yes, you see, this is my project. If I want to add an account, a collection account, I just click on this configuration system. Then I can click on crawling profiles, and here you see all my crawling profiles appears in a view. I can filter them. Let's say I want to see all my V-Kontakte, Vue-Kontakte profiles. I can select them here. If I want to add a new profile, I just have to click on create new profile. Then I can select the network I want to add a profile. Perhaps I can show you a live demo with TikTok. I hope so. Let's do this risk for you. TikTok is a special thing because you need app, an installed app on your phone device for this, because the login procedure is performed by using a QR code from TikTok. Let's say I want to use my TikTok profile and add my Benno TikTok. In this case, the name is completely irrelevant because we just need to add a profile by using the QR code test. So that's irrelevant. For Facebook, you have to insert your real Facebook name, your real email address, and your real password for this. The passwords are stored inside the local SNH database, encrypted. It's a AES 256-bit encryption, so it's not sent to our servers. No data from you is sent to us. So all the inserted accounts are just on your device, and also in the browser of your device, which is connected to the social network. So the password is used by your device, but is not sent to us or other third party. Now I open, you cannot see this, but I open on my phone in parallel the TikTok device, the TikTok application. No, I don't want you to search my phone book. Then here I can click on Save and Validate Login. I can just click on Save, then the data is stored in your database, but I additionally want to test this account. So I click on Save, and you see, like the crawling before, there appears a little indicator, and if I click on View, you can see there appears TikTok page, very, very tiny in this. And in a few seconds, additional menu window will appear. And on my screen, here you can see I have to scan this QR code. I will do this now. My phone scans this QR code, and on my phone screen, I click on confirmation, and now my phone profile is connected with the profile of the SNH Titan, and this is everything. This is all. The test is performed finally. You can see the browser has been logged in, and now you can use this profile inside your crawling profiles. I click on TikTok, and the banner tick here is added to the profiles, and now I can use this to perform collections. And same with Facebook, Instagram, and so on. If it's necessary to insert a confirmation you get by email from the social networks, then also information window appears, and you have to insert your confirmation ID and so on. But normally you just have to insert your email address or your phone number and your password, and everything else is performed by the SNH for you locally on your device. I hope this answers basically the question. And Eric, are there other questions?
Yes, we have one another question. I tried activating the trial license via the hardware ID, but the software showed me the error of the missing USB dongle. The hardware ID was not changed. I'd appreciate if you could give me a helping hand.
Yes, I think we will do this. Please contact your local partner, and if there's any issue with your trial license, you will receive a new trial license with for your hardware ID. So that's no problem. Please contact us.
Yeah. Okay. Are there some more questions left from you? So if not, or maybe later, so please come back to us or to your partners. You will find your partner on our website, freezingdata.de, on the point partners. It's on companies. There's another question. And yeah, if you go to our website and you click on company and partners, then you will find the partner. And if you are not from a country of this where a partner is responsible for, so please contact us. So next question, should I contact the freezing data support email? Yes, of course, and we can forward this if you like. Yeah, I think this is what we can do. You're welcome. So maybe one more minute to wait for questions, and if not, I would like to say thank you in this time for joining our webinar. In the future, we will do some more webinars in this format to show you maybe one special point, some more additional functionalities of the SNH Titan, so that you get a deeper look into the software. And if you would like to try it, please also contact your partner or us directly, and we will arrange that you will get a trial license. And yeah, if you're on social media, we would be happy if you leave us a comment on our social media platform. And yeah, that's all for the moment. And from my side, thank you. Goodbye.